We observe today not a victory of party, but a celebration of freedom, symbolizing an end as well as a beginning, signifying renewal as well as change.
On January 20th, 1961, at the height of the Cold War, John F. Kennedy gave his inaugural speech. He reminded citizens of the American ideals of freedom and staying true to them through a time of tension and war. Welcome to the Daily Brew, from the Stanford Daily. I'm Ellie Wong, and today we'll be talking to Kate Selig, a freshman and staff writer for the university newsfeed. Her magazine article, California's Leonard Law, a Trump Card for SCR, focuses on how student groups like the Stanford College Republicans, the university administration, and law experts have differing interpretations on the Leonard Law. In this episode, Kate walks us through her process of writing this article, from obtaining interviews to organizing sources and her biggest challenges. But first, what even is the Leonard Law?
So the Leonard Law is a California statute that applies First Amendment protections to private universities in the state. California is the only state that does this. So what that means is that students on Stanford's campus are protected by the First Amendment and can't be punished for anything that is protected by the First Amendment. Some people on campus have argued that the Leonard Law then means that students can bring whatever speakers they want to campus without them getting shut down, but it's a little controversial as to whether the Leonard Law protects that or not.
Kate first became interested in the Leonard Law after witnessing the heavy opposition to Ben Shapiro's talk in Memorial Auditorium last November. Flyers advertising the event were torn down and crumpled, and student protesters interrupted his event just 20 minutes into his speech.
I think that I asked one of the upperclassmen, why doesn't the university say that these events can't happen if they cause so much backlash? And the upperclassman said, well, California has this specific law that says that the university can't block the students from these events. And I said, oh, that sounds really cool. Let me look into it. I probably should have done a lot more research into this, but I assumed that the Leonard Law 100% protected students' rights to bring speakers to campus. And when that became really unclear, and then I had the law professors and the university administration saying, no, it doesn't apply, it sort of became, what's the point of this article? Which then sort of turned into more of SCR says that they would invoke this if it got blocked. The university says it doesn't apply. So that would be a legal fight. I mean, that might be kind of interesting.
Kate ended up with around 20 sources for her article, which made it a challenge to connect all of her interviews and quotes smoothly.
So I sort of broke down the categories of people that I interviewed into members of the SCR, Stanford's administration, law experts, and then people on campus like students and professors who were in favor of these speaker events happening and then against it.
But even with so many viewpoints and perspectives, there were still a few key absences in the voices she heard.
Surprisingly, a lot of the law school professors that I reached out to, both law school professors who were involved in a panel in the Faculty Senate last year on free speech on campus, and Stanford's self-proclaimed First Amendment experts, declined to respond.
She also reached out to Thomas Gray, who wrote an amendment to Stanford's fundamental standard in 1990, saying that the university could punish individuals who made disparaging remarks about students' religion, sexual orientation, and gender. This policy caused Stanford to be sued in the 1995 court case Corey v. Stanford University, when Corey claimed that the Leonard Law did not give the school the right to punish these individuals.
I did reach out to Thomas Gray, who wrote the amendment. He said he didn't want to be interviewed. And I reached out to Robert Corey, the one who started the lawsuit, and he said he wanted to be interviewed, and then he flaked on the actual interview time, and I haven't heard back from him since.
Despite these complications, Kate still found a range of opinions, from members of SCR to Provost Persis Drell and students on campus. For her full article, California's Leonard Law, a Trump Card for SCR, visit the Stanford Daily website. For more podcasts by The Daily Brew, visit stanforddaily.com/category/podcasts.